Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 48 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. You can see me just heading back to my house here. Hello Optifine, nice to see you as usual. Today's episode is going to see me finishing off that volcano base as promised. I want to finish off that little room behind my lava curtain. A couple little tricks I'd like to do there, and then move on and try some other things or whatever. It depends on what happens. We'll figure it out as we go. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Alright guys, so I got a couple interesting ideas here on some stuff I'd like to make. First off, I'm going to make a Nova Catalyst, which you guys should be familiar with. I think I've made them before, but let's run over to our miscellaneous junk pile and get myself enough ingredients for some TNT. And put one of those guys together. Let's see here. Was the recipe like this? I gotta remember how TNT's made. Yeah, there we go. Hooray! That's awesome. Also gonna need some sandstone, which I may have some down here. No? Alright, I can just make some, can't I? There we go. And I'm pretty sure I need some glowstone and some Mobius fuel. Do I have any Mobius fuel on me? No, it appears I do not, so let's snag half a stack. Cool. Not gonna need nearly that much Mobius, but, you know, it's all good to be prepared. Isn't it sandstone that I need for this guy? I guess I need more Mobius, huh? Alright, cool. There we go, Nova Catalyst. You guys are probably familiar with that. It's a nice big explosion. Not that big, but big enough, and drops all the blocks at your feet. And I'm going to combine this guy, and I'm going to wind up making the Destruction Catalyst. Actually, no, making the Hyperkinetic Lens. That's it. Yeah, right. This is Destruction Catalyst. I don't know why I always get those guys mixed up. In order to do that, I'm going to need a couple pieces of dark matter. And how are we for diamonds? Oh, good. We got some up here. I can steal some. Hey, even 6. Perfect. And lining the diamonds along the top here with the Nova Catalyst in the middle and some dark matter is going to get us our Hyperkinetic Lens. A lot of fun, this little toy. Why don't I just go out and show what it does real quick, because I'm about to get rid of it. Let's take a quick jog over by my quarry. Nice place to be. And whip this guy out, and let's see. Can I right-click him? Kaboom! Hyperkinetic Lens pretty much shoots exploding projectiles. And you might notice that it has a charging ability for significantly larger explosions. Shooting your way through a cave or something has never been more fun. Wahahaha. So yeah, that's a pretty cool little toy right there. I like it. Look at me, no more inventory. Let's get rid of some of this gravel. Maybe I can pick up some of this apatite. Good amount of it too, yeah. And getting a little bit of a wall hole there, so let's let our friend Optifine settle down for a moment. Hey, there we go, much better. Cool. So I just dug my way a whole bunch of junk through here. Nice. I'm going to head back to my base now as it's getting dark, and I'm going to upgrade this little toy of mine. So this is a nice little toy that I've just built here, right? And let's go drop off all that junk that we collected as a result of all those explosions. That should be good. Now, let's take this little thing here that I got and upgrade it. You can combine your Hyperkinetic Lens and your Destruction Catalyst with a bunch of dark matter here and get your Catalytic Lens. It's kind of a combination of the two items, and it's a little bit more powerful. Alright, who am I kidding? It's a lot more powerful than the items that, you originated with. So let's just put these guys here and our dark matter. And that's going to get us our Catalytic Lens. And it's basically a combined version of the Hyperkinetic Lens and the Destruction Catalyst, and it will mine a lot further than the Destruction Catalyst, and I think it can charge up a little bit more, and it can definitely shoot some big projectiles of explodey doom. So let's just keep that in our mind and in our back pocket, or our alchemy bag, whichever, for the time being. Alright, so I've got this neat little toy here, and I'm going to head back into my little volcano lair. So let's insert my key item in the chest. Hooray! And flip down these two levers, and we should start to have a force field. Perfect. Now, something else I'd like to do in this room. So right now I've got the power situation pretty well under control, I think. Hopefully it's enough. We'll see what happens as we start to use it. And I've got plenty of basalt here to clean up this room. Probably going to snag another stack or two and some more basalt covers, because I'm going to definitely need to get things straightened out. So why don't I spend the next minute or two off camera just cleaning up this room a little bit and making it a little bit more purty. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I still need a few more of these basalt covers, and I'm going to go with some more of these basalt cover strips. I wanted to go with lava in this room for the, let's see, I wanted to basically kind of make those lava lamps again. So what if I placed one right here? Thinking something like this. That should work. I think that dedicates, do I not have any fuel in here? Nah. Let me straighten this out real quick with a little bit of light so you guys can see what I'm doing. I should also probably get the ceiling a little bit nicer looking, shouldn't I? I think I missed the ceiling a minute ago. So let's do that straight up. Like so. Hey, much nicer. And I've been using my Philosopher's Stone to straighten out this room, but I'm running a little bit low on this stuff, and unfortunately this version doesn't have that awesome Mercurial Stone that's available in version 6, when I can tell it exactly what materials to use for planting items down. It's still using whatever you have the most of in your inventory. So at the moment I kept running into the situation where I had the most was cobblestone or something like that. But now we're in good shape. I also need to do some cover strips right here to clean this up. There we go. Much nicer, right? Hey, look at that room. Pretty cool. I like it. I also need to turn off my force field to get this guy working properly. Maybe I'll just do that real fast like this. Force field frequency 7. There we go. And back to 6. Nice. Beautiful. Alright, now let's get that lava lamp going. What did I do last time? I want to have the same design that I had out here. And while I'm out here, I might as well dump off some of the junk in my inventory. Not too much, luckily. Oh, okay, that's right. That's how I did it. Framed the top and the bottom. That did look pretty good. So where's my cover strips? Something like this, right? There. And there. And you know what? I'll probably need some cover strips right like so. That looks cool. Neat. Purdy. And I'm going to get myself some of those little button things too. Do I have any in here? No, I think I used just enough when I was working on it last time. So I'll get my diamond handsaw out. And I'll be back once I've straightened this out the rest of the way. Alright, pretty slick. So, we've got our little teleport room here set up, right? Now there's something I decided I wanted to add recently, and it's going to be a very simple and minor addition. All I need to do is place an item right back here. What item will that be? Good question. Let's run over into this direction and start drilling into this wall as well. So let's see. Frequency 6 is what transmits when we want to basically reset the system or turn on the system, right? And in order to get it turned off, the only way I have of doing that right now is flipping that middle lever, right? So middle lever flips off the system. What if we were to add something like this? Where's my Philosopher's Stone? There we are. And in my bag, I've got some iron, and I'm probably going to need a lever and a redstone torch, and I have plenty of redstone on me, but might need a little bit more. That should be plenty. Might as well, while I have my bag open here, drop all this junk in there that I don't need for the next few minutes. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is make another wireless redstone setup, right? So there's a receiver, and there's a transmitter. And let's take our receiver and place it right there. Ta-da! Now my receiver, this guy, will turn off my system when frequency 7 is pulsed. So 6 just went off as a result of the fact that I went through 6, and 6 was running at the moment. That's okay, not a big deal. I can simply turn all these guys off, throw my redstone in, and there we go. 6 should be back on. Right? No. Ha! Backwards. Fail. That's what I get for trying to move too quick. There we go. Now my force field's back on. Now if I run over here and pulse frequency 7, of course, just place it right behind the wall like that. Now, this button both activates my teleporter and turns off my force field. Ha ha ha! So once you go in, there's no getting out. I like it. Let's give that a try. What do you say? Yeah, we all know what's going to happen, right? So maybe I should wait until I figure out where this teleporter is going to go before pressing the button. Let's go look at where we're going to build this teleporter out at. So you guys remembered in my last episode, I had built a little hallway here. That's because I wanted to find the center of my volcano. Remember I dug that straight down pit that was leading to all the lava and good stuff, and I had a pump that went all the way upstairs. And it's dark out right now, so you can't see the sky, but believe me, it's up there. That is the top of our volcano, and I pretty much wanted the teleporter to lead to the center of the volcano. So let's imagine and pretend for the sake of argument that you don't really know where this goes. You would just be teleported to a room that's pretty much looking straight up at the sky. That's what I was looking forward to. It just so happened that the center of my volcano was here. So yeah, maybe if I was planning a little bit better, this room would have led to the center of my volcano, but right now this room leads to pretty much just the outer edge of the volcano, and it wouldn't be as cool. So what I'm going to do now is, first off, clean this little area up. Then I'm going to seal this wall back, and there'll just be a teleporter here. So when you go into this room, dun dun dun, and hit the button, you'll be teleported straight over to here. Not very far, which is, you know, a good thing. This is why I used MFEs for my teleporter, because I knew I wasn't going to be going far. You definitely want to use an MFSU if you're planning to go far. So let me build out a room real quick, and I'll be back. Keep in mind, I'm just going to be mining, so I'm cutting that out because it'll be boring. Alright guys, so it looks like we've got a pretty cool room right here. Ah, that's not supposed to be the flooring there. I know I messed up a little bit. Even when I'm prepared, I'm not prepared. Oh well. Just tidying up the floorboards here a moment. And I'm going to place down that teleporter that I built a few minutes ago, or I guess last episode, something like that. Let's place it like right here in the center of this room. That looks pretty slick. And now we just have to link the teleporter frequencies. So I'm just going to right click on that guy, frequency linked to teleporter. And then I'm going to come over here and right click on this guy, teleportation link established. By the way, I noticed teleporters are a lot more reliable in the later versions of Industrial Craft, so woohoo for that. So now I'm going to click the button. Poof, and I get teleported into this room. And I'm going to seal this wall up eventually, but if everything worked properly, it should have also disabled this little room here, and the lava's starting to fall. Perfect. And I can just toggle these things back up. Cool. I like it. Everything's working the way I want it to so far. I'm going to seal up this wall, don't worry. So the finished room will look like so. No, that. Yes, better. Cool. So this is what our finished room is going to look like, right? Sweet. But not just yet. So what am I going to do in this room? Well, let's see. Deposit this stuff in here. Make sure I've got some inventory space going on. Cool. The next thing I want to do, look at that. I'm just going to place some cobble here as a temporary solution. I'm going to look straight up from this room. And remember how I said that this thing can shoot a lot farther than the destruction catalyst? Building up the suspense. So remember, this is the center of my volcano for all intents and purposes. Poof. That's kind of cool looking. I should probably do something about the way that I dug through that volcano tunnel, huh? Maybe I'll spend a few minutes tidying up the walls. Alright, so I think the best way to resolve this situation, get this guy off my hotbar before I do something stupid, is to activate this little ring here, and real quick I'm going to have to dig out this dirt, but that shouldn't be a huge deal. Get this guy into extension mode. And this will probably mess up my room a little bit, but I can straighten that out in a bit. Yeah, it's okay, no biggie. I'm just going to fly up like this. straightening stuff out as I go. See? Real quick and easy way to resolve the little mess that's up here from back when I was pretty much digging a corridor through this area. Look how quick and easy it is to fix that. And you guys wonder why I love equivalent exchange so much. I mean, seriously, you can just have a lot of fun with this mod. But, let's be honest with ourselves, pretty much all the mods are equally as fun, aren't they? Yeah, they definitely are. Alright, so let me clean this area up. This might be a good time to get this guy back. Just clean up this upper area here. And I think otherwise that looks pretty darn cool. Don't you guys? Totally. So did I get this all? I missed one spot. Whoosh. Alright, remember I said I was going to mess up my room here a little bit? Yeah, I definitely did, didn't I? So I will tidy that up right now. Alright, so when I teleport, I'll land in this room. And I'll be able to approach this little area here that looks straight up into the skyway. That is neat. Now, let's go get what we're going to put in this room. It's not terribly exciting, but I think it's pretty neat in concept at least. So I'm going to head back to my base, and I'll be back in a moment once I have all the ingredients for what I need. Alright, so I'm coming in here, I'm going to grab all the dark matter that I have accumulated over time. I'm going to be building some equivalent exchange toys. Obviously not going to need as much as I've got there. I've also been cooking up a little bit of red matter in preparation for this process. So what I want to place down, I think, are 2 pedestals. And if you recall, the pedestal is made with red matter and dark matter blocks. So let's grab this guy and build a pair of pedestals. Good, I had just enough of that stuff. Sweet, 2 pedestals. These things are so much fun. Seriously. Let's see. Next up, I'm going to need a couple items, as a matter of fact, which I've already made before. So these are 2 equivalent exchange items that you have previously seen, and they're the opposite of each other. And that should be a pretty solid hint in terms of what it's going to do. And hopefully it works the way I think it should, but we'll find out. I'm pretty sure this does work. So let's go grab ourselves a couple items real fast. I'm going to run right over here and grab myself 6 buckets of water. There, I knew I had some. And while I'm getting ready to craft these items, I'm pretty sure I'll get my buckets back. I think I get buckets back from this, don't I? I don't know, we'll see. And I'm going to head over here to my lava system. I wonder if there's 6 buckets worth of lava in there. I guess I ran out of lava to pump, huh? Oh well. So now, let's combine. We're going to place our dark matter all along the middle in our water buckets to get another Evertide amulet. Now, those of you who watched my last series might remember that there's a shortcut recipe for this, that you can make another Evertide amulet using, your existing Evertide amulet, and it doesn't cost dark matter. That recipe, as far as I know, doesn't exist anymore in version 5, so there's no more shortcut recipes if you want to get another item. So just keep that in mind as you're considering making a second one of these items. And there's another Vulcanite amulet for me, and I'm going to place these guys on my pedestal. And might as well head back to drop off all these buckets, and then I'll meet you guys back in my volcano base in just a few minutes. Alright, it's nighttime, but that's alright, I'm not terribly concerned. I'll only be outside for a minute here. I should have grabbed some netherrack while I was back at my base. I want to make a couple of those lava or fire torch thingies with the basalt covers. I really like the way those look, and I want to do this thing again in this room back here. So let's head back here for now, and I'm going to place down my pedestals, and I'm thinking one on either side. So one here and one here. Looks pretty good. And if I place my Evertide amulet in this one, and my Vulcanite amulet in that one, let's see, what's my sound situation here? Let's turn this up just a little bit. Alright, so if this is correct, ta-da! I've just built a weather control room. Like I said, maybe a little excessive, but kind of neat nonetheless. So all you gotta do is right click on one of these pedestal torch things and it'll activate the sky up there and pretty much do cool stuff. And I might add another pedestal or two in here. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see what I decide, but for now I think this is pretty good. I did want to have this hole leading down to the heart of the volcano, and I might want to put up some railing or something to prevent me from falling down there, but we'll see. But for now, why don't I build those little netherrack things? So where's my remote orderer? Let's ask for, I don't know, what do you think, 4 pieces of netherrack? I think that should be good. And what's my cover situation? Basalt cover? I've got plenty of those. Good. Exactly what I want. So what do you think, guys? Like, maybe here and here? Does that look cool? There and there? Yeah, I kind of like the looks of that. And if I could place this stuff properly. Never said I was any good at this. Did I use strips out there to make the corners look good? I must have, right? I hope I did. If not, I'm going to do that. Where's my friend the strip? Alright, let's get the diamond handsaw here. I think 4 should probably be good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that out there, didn't I? Now I'm going to have to find a way to get out of this room, aren't I? Because I'm going to have this hole here closed up, so I do need to find a way to get out of this room. So let's just light these torches up. Where's my flint and tinder thingy? There it is, flint and steel. Cool, and now I'm just going to seal up this wall. Awesome. So I kind of like the way this room looks. I think it looks pretty solid, right? Yeah, not bad at all. And again, just right-click, or don't shift, just right-click on this guy, and it'll cause it to rain. Right-click on this guy, and the rain shuts off. You could also do this with redstone, by the way. Alright, so how do I get out of this room? That's a good question, and honestly, one that I haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to solve just yet. Maybe I should put all this expensive matter in here just in case I have any death issues. Better put vulcanite on my hotbar in case I land in lava. But let's go see what's down the bottom of this hole. Should be the bottom of my volcano. Whoosh! Straight down. A little damage as a result of that, but nonetheless, looked like I made out alright. Let's seal this guy up a little bit. So this is my spawner, my portal spawner thing. There's my pump. Yeah, I did run out of lava, didn't I? Should probably replace that at some point, but maybe not just yet. So how do I want to get out of that room? Do I want to build something up there to get out, or do I want to force myself to jump down into the heart of the volcano and then make a way to get out? I haven't quite decided yet. Let me think about it for a few minutes, maybe off camera, and I'll be back once I've made a decision. Of course I could just fly out, but I don't want to have to use a, Swift Wolf's Wind and Gale here to fly my way out of this volcano. I'd like to be able to, have some automated way to get out of here. That would be cool. Alright guys, I think I have an idea of what I want to do here. It may not be perfect, but it's going to work pretty well, and who knows, maybe in the future, in the 1.1 release, this will be a little bit more stable, but for the most part, I think we'll be okay. So let's put 2 of these in here and 2 of these in here, and we'll get ourselves 2 mysterious substances. Sounds cool. Also going to need, from my bag of tricks here, about a dozen iron ingots. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but yeah, those portal teleporter thingies are not the most stable thing in the world. Portal spawners. I'm actually going to have to run back to my base at the moment, my main base that is. And it's nighttime, and I forgot to turn on my bridge, I know. That's alright, I'm just trying to avoid this skeleton. The portal spawner thingy in my main base actually disappeared a while back. I don't know if anybody even noticed, but yeah, it's not there anymore. I don't know where it went, what happened to it. It just vanished out of thin air. But the wireless frequency is still there, and I should be able to activate it with frequency 0 still if I get out my old pulsar. Where's that neat little wireless redstone tricky thingy? Somewhere in here, I'm sure. There it is. Wireless remote. Cool. Pulse 0, right? that gets me a blue portal. Nice. I'm going to grab... I don't happen to have any kind of good stuff in here, do I? So let's just do something real fast. I do actually want this to be a orange portal. So let's make ourselves a quick stone pickaxe. And it's stone pickaxes that you have to right click on this guy. Now it's an orange portal. Cool. And just for the sake of it, I'll store this guy in here in case I ever have to do that ever again. Probably not, but that's cool. So now I have an orange portal back at my base. Now let's head back to our volcano base here. Push the button. Let's save energy now. Think green. And we'll head back down into this room, which will again be sealed off rather soon. And I'm going to need probably a bit more of the redstone and iron than I currently have, because I need to make some more wireless redstone. So let's grab, I don't know. Hey, look at this. I've got some receivers, huh? Yeah, I could use probably one of those. I'm going to need 2 transmitters as well, so let's get 8 of you. And I'm pretty sure the transmitter, if I'm starting to remember this recipe correctly, uses the redstone torch, right? So I'm going to need 2 of them, as a matter of fact. There we go, 2 transmitters, perfect. And my receiver. And then I'm going to have to get out of my bag. Do I have any good old regular wireless redstone wiring? No, of course not. So let's make some. Perfect. And I may have had some in here, I just couldn't see it, but that's cool. Got regular red alloy wire. I'm going to craft myself a button real quick to press. That's good. And let's go set this button up right inside this wall. If I place down my 2 wireless transmitters, probably want to set them up something like this, right? Maybe 1 here and 1 here. We'll make this frequency 0 like it is. This Y will bump up to 8. I don't think I've used 8 yet. Then I'll run some red alloy wiring like this, and up this wall. That looks pretty good. Get out of that neat little room for a moment, and I think we're in good shape here. Now all I have to do is place my button right on this guy. And what that should do is when the button's pressed, it'll pulse frequencies 0 and 8. Now, let's go for a jump. Huzzah! And I think I want to clear this room out. Alright, maybe not. Want that there. Can I place portal spawners horizontally? Yes, I can. Nice. And I'm going to want to place down my receiver here on frequency 8. Alright, now let's go back up to the top. Fly back up there and pretend like we're in this room for reals this time. There we go. Alright, now if I press this button right here, it should activate both portals, I hope. Assuming portal gun's working for me at the moment. Oh. Where's my orange portal? Did it not activate or something? Yeah, it didn't activate. Did I wire it wrong, or what did I do there? Let's see. Oh no, I totally wired it right. Frequency 0 is my orange portal. So, you know what? Maybe my base got unloaded? That wouldn't make sense, unless Optifine did that. But of course I have a way to resolve that, don't I? Oh yes. You think Optifine might have done that to me? I don't know. Let's head back here and see what happens. Can I pulse 0 again, please, and see what happens? Yes, you worked. gun? Maybe Optifine is messing around with stuff. Where's my friend Iron? Do I have enough on me? I definitely don't. Oh well, might as well go for a run around here. Rare stuff, Iron. There we go. Place a couple chunk loading blocks around, and let's see if that makes things behave a little bit more. I can just stick this guy right here. Though I don't think it should be the chunk loading block, right? I mean, really, the chunk loading block should not be an issue, because obviously this chunk is loaded with logistics pipes and all that stuff working. So I honestly don't have any idea why this would all of a sudden... So orange is still on, right? Now 8's on. Right. Alright. So that's connected now and everything's happy. If I pulse 0 again... Let's see. Alright. Pulse 0. And 8. Yep, everything's working properly. So let's reset that again. No idea why that's happening, like I said. It might be a side effect of Optifine and Portal Gun not playing nice together, but as you guys are also familiar with, Portal Gun can be a little bit funky in this version, but rest assured, it looks like it's been fixed pretty well in version 2. So those of you who saw my Portal Gun version 2 video, and if you haven't, like, literally stop what you're doing and go watch, because Portal Gun version 2 looks awesome. Yeah, definitely go check that out and see how you like the changes, because in my opinion, they rock. Alright, it pulsed both frequencies, and it only opened up the blue portal. What is up with that? I don't even know, dude. Let me figure this out and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm over here, and I'm seeing that, you know, portals are both closed, and I hit the button, and I remove this for the moment, but that's cool. Now if I put my red alloy wire back down, and hit the button, blue's working, orange is not, but I can, let's see what happens if I do this. Get this guy off of here. And let's just set up something like this. Some Direwolf testing time. Hey, do what I want you to do, would you? And where's my gun? Still just blue. Am I like crazy here? Frequency 0. Pulse. And now it's open. How does that make any sense? We'll figure this out in a moment, guys. And they're both open now. How, honestly, does that make sense? If I take this whole mess out of the picture. Alright, both portals seem to be working now, so let's reset. And try this again. So I'm going to hit my button, and why don't I seal up this room for official time now. Hit the button. Notice that both portals are open. And take a leap of faith. Whoosh. Haha! I was moving so fast that I maintained my momentum and got shot straight into my door. That is cool. And of course there's no way to get back through this portal because it'll just maintain my momentum. Nice. Alright, I like that way as an escape from my volcano base. I think that works pretty well. So let's go through the entire system once again. So this is Direwolf20's volcano base coming up. Get into the volcano base, of course, we need to go along this little path here, which is a force field bridge, and head deep inside. Inside the volcano base, we're going to want to seal this wall back up. We don't need him there anymore. And we can go over here and insert a redstone and push the button. Redstone is the correct key, so we get the green light. Flip the outer 2 levers and we get a force field in this room. Sweet. Pressing this button disables the force field, so let's do it from a distance and see that it in fact worked. Yep. So this time, let's push the button for real and get teleported straight over to our weather control room, where we can activate rain, or turn the rain off. And then if we want to get home, press the button, and take a leap of faith. I like it. I think that's pretty solid right there. And guys, I know you're going to hate to hear this, but I feel like it's a pretty good wrapping up point. It's about 35 minutes into the episode, and if I were to start anything new now, this episode would go crazy long. So I'm going to wrap up episode 48 here. 49 and 50, who knows what I'll do, but after that, get ready for 1.1 Let's Play with a whole bunch of new updates to the mods and a whole bunch of cool stuff coming up. So this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 48 of my 1.0 Let's Play series. Take it easy.